have their play with them. But no, we're getting into the game number 1 of this best of 5, and I really hope this is a full best of 5.
I really hope so as well. We want to see as much action. We want to learn as much as possible. Because, look, this matchup may not happen again as well. This could be a preview, but this could also be a showcase match because one of them might not make it to the knockouts.
That's a heavy statement here, but it may come true due to the format that we have to qualify yourself to that knockout stage. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the highlight match coming into day number 4 of KIC will be on its way. Blue side featuring Nova Esports coming in from the MKL, and red side OG Esports, the champion of KMW. The stage is yours, casters. Take it away.
As we're getting to the action of game number 1, this is definitely where the tension starts to sit in the air between these two teams. I mean, yes, it's only game number 1, but this is where everything starts to happen.
Okay, OG sacrifices the mid lane here. They want to put Prior on that bottom lane for Ant, which means Wen needs to hold his own against Wendy, who already has that wave clear. But this is the value. Dao wants to share the EXP as well as the gold. So OG managing to put that. Oh, hang on, Ant!
Oh, Ant looking pretty low as opposed to flash already. I mean, that's going to be scary here. But the Daily Wish is in full swing, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Participate in the event to get the KIC skin theme for Jing.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely want to get the Jing skin as well. Right now, Nova, great start as well. They have managed to secure their own jungle pretty much. And this is rare, right? OG and Nova, they normally like to invade, get those advantages from the get-go.
Playing with respect. That's what I think is down to here between Nova and OG Esports, is that they are both playing with respect here. But honestly, Nova slightly ahead in terms of the gold here is going to further that one with the takedown of the Space Sprite.
I like that rotation, which means CY is going to have a slight gold advantage, but EXP as well, and that's very important here.
Oh, it's super important for both of these two teams. And Nova, I feel like I like the U1 into the Mai Shiranui here as well. Obviously, that's Volvo Zoro, but now, gotta be careful here. Dao taking the charge into this team fight, just maybe trying to get these minions over to himself, but really, is that where the resources should be going here? But now there's a bit of a team fight coming into the side.
Wendy!
Oh, no, Respa. Wendy looking pretty low, but the Sea of Fate saves Dao.
This is neck and neck. Looking for the flash from Muchi as well. Muchi is going to be saved.
So
but,
close.
oh, hang on, another fight.
Another fight. It's going to be the recall back thanks to the Sea of Fate there. Dao is looking fresh as a daisy.
Yep, 5 seconds. This is where OG will make a decision. Do we fight for this? Do we put the pressure? Do we take the risk?
They take the risk. Do they risk it for a chocolate biscuit here? Obviously, you see Dao into the enemy jungle, looking for a bit of a charge now. Maybe trying to get the the Crimson Golem, but it's going to be CY that claims that one. The Sea of Fate is now claiming Dao.
Okay, they did not manage to get the steal, but now they have the timing, right? They will revisit this right before the Tyrant comes out at the 4-minute mark.
Yep, still about, minute and about 30 seconds away from that Tyrant coming through now. You see the disparity into the jungle already, around about 400 gold here because the Sea of Fate, obviously, yes, it's great sending you back to base and keeping you alive, but your GPM takes a bit of a hit.
Yes, definitely. It will slow the game down a little bit. And if you take a look at the farm lane, this is one of those monster matchups we have to watch out for, right? Because Ant, burst damage galore. He has Meteor on hand already. Muchi going for, I believe, a physical build?
It looks like it, right? He looks like he's going to go for it, but at the same time has to force the flash out here, which is what exactly Nova CY wanted.
They're just dancing around the gorge. This is what we want to see between OG and Nova. I mean, just teetering on the edge here. Keke and Xuan, so far he has been pretty silent in the clash lane. Not something that we normally expect, but it's good to play safe in the clash lane.
Oh, absolutely. You don't want Xuan getting a head start here into this game number 1 between these two teams. And right now, getting ever so closer towards that 4-minute mark, using the either whirlpool there a little bit more prematurely here before that Tyrant comes through.
CY looking for the catch though. They are looking for some options, but the pokes, this is important. When is throwing those Kachosans? Every single Kachosan will help them, but Wendy, every Tragic Beauty will help them.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, just throwing out any kind of AoE or any kind of long-range skill is definitely going to be paying a dividends here between these two teams in terms of getting that damage off early within those team fights. But now, base checking the bush is going to be Dao. If you want anybody to check any bushes, he is your man.
Okay, OG, very smart. They know about the positioning on this side of Nova. They disregard the Tyrant and go straight and make a beeline. They take it first though on the side of the Overlord, and it's going to be a trade.
Yeah, they're not happy with their team fight, right? They don't want to go and just lose everything to that Tyrant, but right now, Xuan into the back line there, obviously using the ultimate to fly over the wall is going to be Dao Dao, but now that T1 into the mid lane looking pretty scary. 4-minute mark is on at the Prowl as it's already looking pretty low, but now Sea of Fate seeing Dao Dao, but clears out the minion wave.
Yeah, but take a look at the risk here. This is the risk they took. OG now lose their Crimson buff. CY makes the steal, gets away with theft, and OG no response.
No response yet, that's the thing, but there's a 2-responder is gonna be KIC with the first blood.
Okay, that's great for OG, but it is a roam. Waypit's life will be for the taking. Nova, as long as they get the Azure buff, it's safe for them.
Safe indeed, but I mean, if you're going to lose anybody for first blood, you're looking at that support, right?
Yeah, it
like,
has to be.
Just get them off the board, get them off the gorge. No one's going to lose a side lane.
Just to be clear, Roam lives matter. We both play hero and Roam as well, so yeah. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices for the team.
Copium! But no, we can kind of see here a good kind of split push macro play here from On. Look at the freeze, that minion wave. Just trying to push Xuan out of his comfort zone, right? Like, they're going for these kind of like home ground fights into the top side of the map, but now a lot of pressure into this mid lane. There it is. Oh my goodness! KIC catches off CY with his Mulan.
I was just about to praise Nova for a nice gameplay. They actually had control over the gorge and had a goal lead as well, but now OG, they punish that movement and they get rid of CY for the moment.
Yeah, CY is gone for the moment and is not singing for the moment. He is healing for the moment at base, and now that's going to be a current hit to that goal per minute for the side of CY, and now you can see the global lead here favoring OG Esports.
Yeah. Look, when good teams like Nova and OG give you what hero you want, you know they're prepping for it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not like Mulan's an expensive pick, but it's expensive for KIC, right? Like, that's one of his big picks here. Maybe, just maybe, Nova can find a formula to get around it.
Yeah, we'll see, right? Mulan can be handled. She does stay still for a big moment when she changes her forms. So let's see if that's going to be a turning point for the side of Nova. But I think it's more important, you need to get rid of Arn. If you're a Nova fan, right, you don't want Arn to stay alive. You need to get rid of this Fang pick.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time, he's not going to be present into these team fights, right? Like, he's just going to make sure that he's able to get this laning phase go correctly for the side of OG Esports by taking down these T1, T2s, and then maybe, just maybe, when they need that 5v5 around the neutral objectives, that's when we can really be relying on here.
Yeah. Now let's take a look at the side of Nova here. Xuan.
Ooh, double knock upon to Xuan here. Thank you very much. But it's going to be the aid here of Dao Dao when getting away. The Eye of the Whirlpool does come through here as well. Arn is now into the back of the team fight. He goes in with the first skill, second skill, and a little bit of food for thought there. It's a takedown of the marksman, traded 1-for-1. But can Nova push this T1 a little bit further?
It looks like the answer is no. And right now, OG, the reason why they're willing to take that trade, because they are able to put pressure on the top T2 as well. And just to be clear, Muji is building the magic attack build. So this Laurel Bloom is going to be so painful to all of OG.
Oh, absolutely. Especially, I mean, that's what we always say, right? Like, if you are an Aaron and you want to go for a bit of a magic build, the best reason for that is if the enemy team has got such great tanks, and they do. They have the Mulan and they have the Dao Dao.
Yep, Dao Dao on this Flowborn tank, one of the hardest tanks to take down in HOK. Now, let's see what is Nova's response for this, because right now they're keeping close. Okay, 1,000 gold. Now, if it's between Nova and OG, I would say this is a significant gold difference.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to change the game for either of these two teams, whoever is ahead with that gold lead, but now into the backline it's going to be OG. Arn gets a takedown onto Muji once again, but sacrifices himself. But can OG Esports get a little bit more? We saw KIC not being able to quite land that combo there and lock in anybody to place.
It's crazy, right? Because they do get the trades farm lane for farm lane, but OG, they don't care.
They don't care, but this could be a huge disruption here for the side of OG Esports. They're looking to commit this fight, but it's going to be CY with the steal here. Very huge, and maybe going for the Azure Golem.
Perfect, and now if you take away the Azure Golem, that's great, but Dao Dao is back. He wants revenge.
He does want revenge, but so does CY. He wants access to your backline, and that's what exactly he would get.
Alright, so they'll keep it clean for now, but Muchen!
Oh, Muchen with the flash, keeping himself alive. You see Fate to go home, baby.
Alright, they will make the defense here. OG needs to watch out. This T1 is falling a little too fast, but Nova is very happy with that.
Oh, absolutely. It just takes a few more love taps here from the side of Nova Esports to get that mid lane opened up, but Now, we were talking moments ago, 1,000 gold is significant, and now it's literally 200.
Yep, CY now needs to be really careful. If Dao gets his hands on him, this could be a guaranteed kill because An has a lot of burst damage. CY, 1v2.
Oh, he's going to try. He's going to try. They get the mid lane T1 right. That's exactly what they really wanted to do there. CY was the bait.
Okay, they will come in. They're baiting him.
They are debating it, but they're saying they're going down. It's going to be Muchi here once again.
Oh!
Straight in from the backline is Wen with a clear contusion to the face.
Yep, and that's not the only pain point. KIC took down Muchi on his own 1v1 elsewhere on the map. OG looking a bit strong right now. The goal lead has been cut to half, but OG, they're playing the map.
OG, baby, with a dream. OG, KMW champions this time around.
Yes, definitely. This is the dream to make it into the knockouts. Take a look at what KIC is doing as well. Split push, T2 on the top, taken for free.
Taken for free, but Sword of the Tyrant as well. This Shadow Tyrant nonetheless taken for free as well by the side of OG Esports. Nova definitely have to make sure they are ruminating on that last play.
Yeah, but you never count Nova out. Nova is always simmering. They're cooking up something, and once they hit that power spike... Oh, what a steal coming in! Oh, that was... Wait, did they actually get a steal?
No, they did.
CY got it.
Yeah, there's just 3 Azure Golem buffs onto the board here, and it's just like, hang on, who actually got it? It was CY that got the smite there. I mean, that would have been trouble here for Nova.
Oh, look at the damage dealt. Like, this one really makes a point. You can deal all the damage, but you need to get the kills.
Yeah, you do need to get the kills here. You need to convert it into Elsmore, because if you're just hoarding the gold, you're not really going to do much with that one. Leaping Koi Tai is just going to be able to phase check out Schwan here for now, as we see OG Esports looking to go for that T2 into the bot side of the map, really start to open up Nova's base.
Yep, you see the value of the Arn pick, right, on this farm. The super turret taker, at the same time, they have the super tank that is Dao. He will be in charge of pushing Nova back. But right now, if OG overcommit, CY gets the opening angles, An is dead, Wen is dead, and then Muchin is going to be taken down as well quickly. 4v5, 2v5, you don't win that.
You can see, obviously, the Whirlpool has been put into the middle of the lane here. We see that KIC has been expended to try and get the check onto a CY, but then finds himself back into the mid lane with that great teleport, clearing off that minion wave to 1. But that could be enough for this T3 down to the bot side here. Arn putting the pressure on, he gets a T3. They're trading this for the potential overlord. You can see that Wen is speeding through. Can he get the steal? Kachusa, no! CY smite it.
Okay, CY does make a nice beeline, gets the secure on the Shadow Overlord, will be able to back off. Oh, here comes the cavalry!
He's looking for some revenge here onto Arn. He's like, boy, you just stole my T3. Schwan comes in with the Storm Strike, gets the takedown. This is Nova's team fight.
Dao will make it out safely, but KIC, that's not the same.
It's not the same. He stopped in his place for a little long time. He's then put down the pressure onto the side of Nova, but gets taken down. That's a 2-0 trade here for Nova.
What did we say? Nova, once they hit the financial marks, once they hit the timings, they will come back. They cut that goal lead. It is almost non-existent right now as Nova look to put their place onto the gorge.
Yeah, OG Esports have a little bit of a saving grace, right? They have those Vanguards top side and bot side of the map here. Actually, no, it's Nova have the saving grace, sorry. And they are going to be using those to continue this siege onto OG's base.
It's great that they have opened up the T2 on the middle side. Now, OG, as long as they protect this tower, it should be fine. But Nova, they definitely want more than that. Right now, CY is looking for an opening. One more time of catching out An. There is no more fight. OG will lose a T3.
They will. Like, they're all committed down to this bot side of the map. They are really trying to neutralize that real priority that OG created moments ago. But now that base is going to go down pretty fast here. Getting rid of that Shadow Vanguard is going to be the MO for the side of OG.
Yeah, but they can just go in. Take a look at the damage. Dao though, looking for an opening, unable to find any. And the life bars are dropping low. CY.
Oh, CY. He's just back. Access to the backline is his favorite place, right? Just doing damage onto those squishy heroes. The Shadow Vanguard just come through once again. Gets a takedown onto that T3.
Yep, take a look at that. Immediately traded by Nova Esports here. That advantage they had at the bottom side, no longer there.
Phenomenal response by Nova. Absolutely. Like, it would normally take some other teams within this tournament a good 10, maybe 5 minutes to even get back to that point. But now we see the takedown of the Tyrant and the takedown of DAO. The Sea of Fate is going to be sealing his fate, but KIC into the top side of the map here. Yes, they trade DAO, but can they get a little bit more? They can, but Schwan is here as well, not having to use a flash right now. KIC is able to get back with the Eye of the Whirlpool.
Wow, what a save. Super smart. This is how you're supposed to use the Star Chow pick, especially with the Eye of the Whirlpool. This is it's an instant portal. You get the TP now. And OG, once again, they have managed to put themselves in an advantageous position across the gods. But Nova, you never count them out. 5 to 6, this is as close as it gets.
Exactly. There is no advantage that Nova cannot come back from, and they've already displayed it already within this game. But you can see just more and more time. KIC maybe flying under the radar here, as you can see down to the bottom side of the map. Maybe just trying to wait for that minion wave to come through here to cut it off. Once again, relieving that pressure down to the bot side. But
this is them the bleeding there.
Yes.
I think Nova right now, T2 guaranteed. Look, it's also scary for them because they can take those turrets even with backdoor protection as well.
Exactly, but I mean, they do have the Eye of the Whirlpool back, so obviously KIC is going for a little bit of a savior complex right now. He clears out the minion wave down to the bot side of the map. He does get the recall rather than using the Eye of the Whirlpool because it's not right time for the side of OG Esports to use that.
Okay, so they balance the wave on both ends, OG as well as Nova. But now Nova, they will be able to sneak in one wave of minions in the middle side. There has to be a response by OG, and the timing needs to be clean because right now, the Shadow Overlord is available for the taking.
It's Overlord for the taking. They've checked DAO in that bush. They know he's there, but I think this is a little bit of vacant. I can feel it in my bones that Nova are going to try and make this an advantage for themselves.
Yeah, but OG has the map advantage here.
They do. They're crashing through naturally down to the bot side of the map here as well as top side. They do have that Vanguard, but at the same time, KIC has to be careful. But now that Splendor has been used onto Muchi, but can OG Esports make use of this one? But DAO goes down. The brick house, the 4 walls that keep OG safe has gone down.
Yeah, OG wanted to drag the fight because they have the wave advantage, but it did not work out. They put it a little bit too far forward. DAO pays a price, and Nova, they get a big win out of this. The Shadow Overlord is the prize. They should be able to even the game out right now.
It's a steep price as well. When DAO falls there, not only do you not have the smite, not only do you not have a solid front line, you also lose a tank, and that's exactly what they did here on the side of Nova Esports. But at the same time, we're getting ever so slightly closer to that Tempest Dragon. We're around about, just about 3 minutes away.
I did not feel like this game already hit 17 minutes. And I mean, this is just how close it is, right?
Yes.
Right now, once again, KIC, he's going to be in charge of trying to cut down that Shadow Overlord on the bottom side. Meanwhile, the 4-man defense from OG needs to hold because the T3s are the prize here.
They are the prize. They are the golden carrot being dangled into the face of Nova Esports. Schwan leading the charge here, taking a lot of damage from on, but there it is. CY just trying to do damage onto the back line, really trying to just force DAO out of this one, but KIC has done his job. But is that job going to be effective enough here for the side of OG Esports? They're able to mitigate that one, but their base may be getting consoled here. But now we're getting a takedown. The Sage's Sanctuary being procced onto CY, but Wendy goes down, Wen as well. Mid lane for mid lane, into the back line is DAO just driving away Nova, saying, hey, leave my boys alone. But no, it's still in shoes. KIC as well. They get the takedown onto Muchi, but Schwan is trying his hardest, and it's basically like, we see why we need you alive.
Yep, OG make the defense. Now they need to make the aggression happen as well. It is a barren base for the side of OG. Nova, they have the mid T3, and the first step for OG to do that is to take the Shadow Tyrant. We're 2 minutes away, 120 seconds before the Tempest game, and boys and girls, this is just game number 1.
I'm sorry, but KIC is so forward thinking. Like, if it wasn't for those kind of precise, just dealing damages of those minion waves coming through to the bot side of the map, that could have been a completely different game.
Exactly. And take a look at the control that they have. DAO actually pushing them away, so they have the backdoor protection. There is no sneak on the side of Nova as well. And to be able to get the kill, look at the burst onto Muji. That was the craziest part.
So mental here in this one. Obviously, a lot of Sage Sanctuaries being built and already expanded once for the side of Nova Esports. But one thing you don't see happen much is Schwan getting shredded.
Yeah, definitely not. That not going to happen too many times here. Now, OG, they find an opening. T3 is the prize. They want to and have to chunk this down. They will be able to get it for now? No, they don't.
Just give it, just tap it. Go on, just give it a few more punches. You know what I mean? But right now, Nova has done very well by keeping that T3 alive. The pressure is definitely a mountain for both of these two teams, but we are literally 50 seconds away from the Tempest.
Yeah, Nova knows what's at stake here. If they can protect this, hang on.
They try to protect this here. Dow is going to be the brick into this team fight, shredding across the water, but it's a CFA that gets him out alive. He's now back into the team fight with the minion wave crashing through into the mid lane, into the top side of the map, but it looks like a good effort here from Nova Esports as they're treading this minion wave like it is an atomic bomb here for the side of Nova Esports base. Same time, Wendy taking a lot of damage here. Wen with these Kachusans is putting on too much pressure.
They know about this. OG, this is all coming down to the wire. This final 3 waves of minions could be the winning strategy, but it feels like no. The timer on the clock gives OG another idea. It is time to take the buffs. It is time to prepare because it is the final battle. Tempest Dragon has arrived.
Yes, the game-ending mechanism here for the side of Honor of Kings is on the gorge right now. KIC once again just putting that love, TLC, down to the bottom side of the map, but taking away these buffs. They took away the red, but didn't deny CY of his blue.
I think at this point it's fine because they are in a position where it's 4v5. Xuan has to take care of the wave at the bottom right now. OG, they want to open up the doors.
Okay, we're getting obviously KK here with the Sage's Sanctuary going in first. Doesn't quite land that ultimate, but maybe just trying to drive him out of this team fight. But it's going to be Heyman onto Muchi. The Koi Tides get the Sage's Sanctuary off. He's able to escape for now into the back line. Wen has to be careful. Sage's Sanctuary for KK, been taken off, but they're looking to take a fight on 2 fronts. Dow has to get the ultimate off. KK goes down. CY has no more Sage's Sanctuary, but it's going to be the forefront here of OG Esports. Dow has to play very, very well.
Yep, they need to save. There is a wave of minions in the middle lane. Ahn waiting for the perfect opportunity, but Xuan, he knows what's going on. He has given vision to the side of Nova. They need to play the cards right. Xuan looking for an opening.
Oh, CY, don't want to die, and he does! The smite being taken off the cards here for the side of Nova Esports is going to be deadly, but so does the Nova Esports take away the smite of OG.
Yep, they need 10 more seconds before Kirka is out. The Crimson buff is available for the taking as well. Ahn cannot have this be stolen from the side of Nova. So Nova, they will not make the steal available. Ahn will be able to protect the base for now. Clears the mid wave as well. OG and Nova, this is a nail biter. The junglers are down for the next 20 seconds. The next play that is successful will set the stage. OG and Nova, what more can they do now?
Yeah, I think the reason why Nova is not going to try and take this Tempest is because OG Esports has the farm, right? Like, if you are going to give a marksman that, you are going to get that splash damage onto that objective. But right now, KK is taking a 2v1. The other Wolfpool, top side of the map there, is going to bring him back.
And they're out of position. They can actually go for the rush, not for the Tempest. They can take the lives of the Nova members. But for now, they will also have to give away the Azure Golem to the side of Nova. OG have taken a huge risk with this decision. Is it going to be the correct one?
At the same time, CY has going to be caught out. He's been given the intel going in onto Arm, but he's then flying into the backside of those minions. But now we're seeing Nova formulate around KK. They take down CY once again. Xuan into the back line, looking to do damage onto Arm. He's second skills out of that team fight.
They don't really have to fight, they just have to stop them from going home. The minions are going to do the job for the side of OG. Nova, they make a beeline for the back of their base. The crystal is to be protected. So OG, they make a run for the Tempest Dragon. Xuan, he does not want to allow it.
No, he doesn't want to allow it. The speed run coming through here, but the backline access for Wendy. You get stopped there by Dow. That is a huge, crucial crowd control here from the Floorborn tank. Xuan goes down. Wendy says bye-bye. Wave Pit, Muchi on the run, but KK, for all this game, putting so much pressure onto the backline of Nova Esports.
And with that, OG, they have put themselves in a spectacular position. Tempest Vanguards are on the side of OG. How can they lose this now?
It's that game to lose, Kin. If this happens, it's going to be a crucial loss for OG Esports. A mountain to climb, not a molehill. But at the same time, Nova Esports, CY into the backline, just doing damage onto Ahn, but Ahn's fine. He's got the Sage's Sanctuary. They have the minion crashing through to the base. CY goes down and OG takes game 1.
That's a beautiful start to the series here. It is the highest honor from both teams. It's going to be OG OG taking game number 1. Nova, they're down, but they're not out. Wait for their return.
I had a heart attack just watching that game. That was one of the most